Hi guys, so I wanted to put up my little 2 cents about being a bald woman, especially when you travel and you're amongst people who don't usually see a woman that's bald, number one, and a woman of color that's bald, and then I have piercings and tattoos. So the pros and cons, and not just the pros and cons, but the things I've learned about myself being a bald woman, being the minority amongst the minority of all minorities. I'm already considered a minority because of my skin color, but also because of the way I look and that it doesn't fit societal norms and standards, which I despise that word normal. But everyone feels like you owe them an explanation. Like if they see you, like yesterday I was outside and I had on this really bright pink bold lipstick, and this guy walks by and he goes, I don't understand. And it's like, it's not meant for you to understand. Everyone you see, everything you see, you're not going to understand it. You may or you may not. You may have a respect for it. You may or you may not. But if you don't, that's not a problem, you know? And I just feel like being bald, and not just being bald, but being different. That's why when a lot of people don't understand me, I try to say, I tell them, try to understand via your own life. If it's something about you that's different, for example, if you have, I don't know, a mohawk, or and you're a woman, or if you're a woman and you prefer short hair, or if you're a woman, if you're a female and you're a firefighter, or if you're a man and you're a nurse, or you prefer more quote unquote feminine things, which I can't stand those labels either. Try to put yourself in my position and understand it's the same thing. It's just that all my differences are external and everyone can see them on a daily basis. And like, I just don't get it. Like, people have this need, this desire that they have to fit you in a box. They have to put you into something. And if they can't label you, then they dismiss you, or they discard you. And it's just really discard. It's really crazy. And another thing I noticed about being bald is that people, the lesbian thing, yeah, I already talked about that in the video, but it's like people expect me to be like this big scary monster that hates everyone. And though I don't like many people, because most of the people I meet, they're either fake or they have this idea about me where they don't really see me as a human being. They just see me as something to be fetishized, which I don't really like that. I like the fetish community in that they accept that I'm bald, but everything else, it's like they don't see me as a human being, and I don't like that. So, yeah. Another thing about being bald is that I feel like, well, okay, I've talked about this in other videos. I struggle with mental illnesses, okay, but more and more I find myself, in order not to get into it with people, I just stay inside. And I don't like to always isolate myself because it's not good for depression and everything like that. But sometimes I have to say that one of the biggest cons about being bald is that I've never felt more like myself. And people, that goes back to the understanding. Like, most people don't understand that. They don't understand that how can you be a female, a woman, born with a vagina, in case anyone was wondering, and be happy being bald? I can't explain it. How are you happy when you go to the hairdresser and you ask her to straighten your hair, or dye your hair, or put curls in your hair, or give you a style that you like? That's how it is. I mean, it's quite simple, and I don't know. I was watching one of the other bald girls' videos, and she has alopecia. I don't. I shave my head, so I'm bald by choice. She's bald by nature, if you want to label it like that, labels. And it's just like you really find out who is true to you. Like, I have very, very, very few friends, and I'm okay with that at this point, because the people in my life who I let in after, when they met me when I was bald, most of them, no. So I guess it eliminates a lot of headache and distress from your life, being bald as a woman. I don't know. Um, I don't know. I just feel like it shouldn't be such a big thing being bald. I really don't like that. I really don't like that it's like, wow, oh my God, so crazy, so brave, so wonderful. And in the beginning, I liked it because it was like, okay, it's a compliment, you know. But now I see that it's not really a compliment because they're just pointing out how different you are. They're not saying like, oh, you know, you have on a nice pink shirt or I like your shoes today. It's like, whoa, you're bald and you're going outside. Oh wow, like whoa, you like superwoman or something. And it's like I'm going outside looking the way I want to and looking the way that makes me most happy. So don't you do that? Okay. A lot of women that I know, they can't go outside without lipstick and eyelashes. That's how you go outside because that's how you feel most happy. So I'm doing the exact same thing. Anyway, and as I said before, I despise the word normal. For me, it's more negative than positive. I just have to keep it 100. It's more negative than positive for me being bald based on other people. Because unfortunately, we live in this world and we have to interact with other people. And that's just the way it is. And I get so many like stares and ignorant comments and insults from people. And especially when they think I don't understand the language, they talk ish, you know. And I understand and I don't like it. I've heard them call me a monster, all kind of stuff. They call me monkeys, everything. So would I suggest to someone that they become bald if they're a female? Of course I would. I'm doing it. I've been bald now for so long. But even when I was younger, I liked short hair. So it's not like a big thing for me being bald. For me personally. Other people see it as a big thing. But for me, it's normal. But yeah. And like people don't tell their kids like the right things. I'll hear them say certain things, but they don't tell their kids the right things about people of color sometimes. Sometimes. But mainly about me being bald because the main question that the kids have is, am I a man or a woman, male or female? And I just feel like that's the perfect opportunity for parents or guardians to really open their children's minds. And a lot of them don't take the opportunity to do that. And so I find that quite sad and disgusting. But yeah, for me, I'm happiest being. I know I don't seem that way. It's just how I am. But I'm happiest being bald, and I'm not gonna stop being bald. I shave my head almost every week. Sometimes I go like a month without shaving because you know I have a depressive episode. But I I just love being bald. I don't know how else to say it. I'm not gonna get up here and go, yeah, be bald. Every woman should be bald. That's another thing. That's another thing I don't like. People think that just because you're a bald female, that means you want every female to be bald. No, I'm happy this way. This is the way I'm happy. And that's why I'm bald, period. It has nothing to do with me being go woman, you know, vagina power, you know. No, I'm not a feminist, just so you know. Yeah, I believe in equal rights for everyone. Okay, I don't believe in anyone should be superior or inferior to anyone. But I also don't believe that what's right for me is right for everyone else. And I wish other people understood that. You being a female and having hair, or you being a man and you viewing females and femininity as long having someone having long hair, an individual having long hair, that's your ideal. That's your idea. That's your opinion. That has nothing to do with anyone else. And if you have a problem with it, that's something that you need to take up with yourself, not the person that's bald. Because they're bald, then they're probably going to stay bald. So, yeah. That's all I want to say. I just want to throw my 2 cents in. I have other pros and cons about being bald, but, you know, I didn't want to, like, make it, like, a too much of a structured video. I just want to come on and throw my 2 cents in because I want people to know that, you know, when you see a bald person, it's not really the big of a deal as everyone's making it. They're bald. Get over it.